Y'all tune into the Pop Podcast. And guess what? There's an episode of me on
and you are tuned into the Pop Podcast.
And with the Pop Podcast with my boy Tigmatic. You hear me? It's going down.
To follow the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic.
That's that number one.
That's that number one.
Catching a wave, sun shining all on our faces. We done been all type of places. Travel the world, we look down on the world. Clouds in the sky, I make you feel so alive, yeah. Baby, no worries, no cries, yeah. I put you onto the vibe, yeah. It's no better feeling than you being next to me. Leaving footsteps in the sand on the beach. Ocean view with the world in your reach. Float away like a boat on the sea. What you want, happiness is the key. Wind blowing got you feeling like you're free. Come with me and I can put your mind at ease. Come with me and I can make you feel at peace. Ayy. Ooh wee, baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. I say, ooh, we baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. Flow like the wind and the breeze. Come and get closer to me, babe. Ooh, we baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. Yeah, girl, I come in like the tide, surfing the waves and we ride, yeah. You have the time of your life, yeah. Watching the sun as it rise, yeah. You're mesmerized, love how our spirits align, yeah. You make me feel so sublime, yeah. You got the glow, girl, you shine, yeah. Listen to the sound of water crashing on the shore. This is what it's like with a man that's mature. I can give you feelings that I know you never felt. Sitting in the sun and your heart start to melt. It's a vibration when your hand touch mine. Girl, you're so vibrant and I love how you shine. Just enjoy the moment cause it feels so divine. This the kind of vibe that everybody wants to find. Hey. Ooh, wee, baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. I say, ooh, wee, baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. Yeah. Flow like the wind and the breeze. Come and get closer to me, babe. Ooh, wee, baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. Yeah. Ooh, wee, baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. I say, ooh, wee, baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. Yeah. Flow like the wind and the breeze. Come and get closer to me, babe. Ooh, wee, baby, let's go vibe in the sunshine. Yeah.
I'm elevating in my sleep. I wake up, I don't know which way to think. This is a calling for me. Thank God he did all this for me. Yeah. No hesitation when I reach. I'm thankful I'ma practice what I preach. This is a calling for me. Thank God he did all this for me. Yeah. Mama's only son, I love you even when I'm numb. I'm dumb, you look at me like son, that's an invisible hug, I'm still hard-headed. You worry how I'm living, them bars wasn't in prison, they hated my decisions. I'm stuck inside them walls, them calls nobody else would listen. But still look, I'm positive as a crook, the criminal let me cut, more problems stood as a crush. Excited, I roll with righteous killers who not corrupt. Charges they brought against me, memories lift me up, abusing my pain, voices is strange, poisonous rage. My heart is trapped in my socks and I'm failing my eldest age. Let homie, don't make me bother you before I give you this game. On 10 again with my feelings, this business got sober visions. It's crazy how they count on gorillas who serve a sentence, take care of family and women. The saddest shit I can't mention. R.I.P. to my pops, but mama used to the realest. I'm elevating in my sleep. I wake up, I don't know which way to think. This is a calling for me. Thank God he did all this for me. Yeah. No hesitation when I reach. I'm thankful I'ma practice what I preach. This is a calling for me. Thank God he did all this for me. Yeah. Free my nigga Koolazz doing 165. Swear to God I cried with my nigga and died. Money ain't shit if the family not tied. It may take some time, if you fold on me you blind. I tried again with so many attempts. Misery came, I ain't care about shit. Nothing can break me or tell me I quit. And fuck what they think, they just cap on the net. Too many liars, it causes chest pains. Nah, not my nigga, that's crazy. Life bring tears to your face in different stages. All this fake love can't rub on me, it's contagious. God, do you love me? Not proud cause the money. Sacrifice when I was hungry, humble, put the world before me. I put all this pain inside this grind, I know the devil hung me. I look through the rain, at times it's blinded, really all or nothing. I'm elevating in my sleep. I wake up, I don't know which way to think. This is a calling for me. Thank God he did all this for me. Yeah. No hesitation when I reach. I'm thankful I'ma practice what I preach. This is a calling for me. Thank God he did all this for me. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We are here. Welcome to another episode of the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic. And once again, it's your boy. Today's episode was brought to you by Hollywood TV, Hollywood Radio, Hollywood Music, Dollar Radio, and the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic. And last and not least, Going In Radio, owned by yours truly. Hey, listen, if y'all got some submissions, send them here. Y'all see it at the bottom of the screen. You know, send y'all submissions in and check the station out here as well. Zeno.fm/Going In Radio. Hey, man, I am your host, Tigmatic. Welcome for the first time viewers. And I want to give a special shout out to the globe. The world has been watching. Shout out to Bangladesh. Shout out to Tokyo. Shout out to Congo. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Oh, shout out to the West Coast. Cali, y'all rocking with me. I appreciate it. Shout out to Vegas. You know what I mean? Shout out to Florida, Miami. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Philadelphia, hometown. That's where I'm from, y'all. Y'all already know that, but I had to give a special shout out. Shout out to everyone watching, and thank you. And thank you for the love and support. So, tonight I have a special guest. And I met this man at the DG Go Live event. But we was connected through social media before then. But I got to meet him in person. Real dope soul. You know, we connected, we vibing. And now he's here tonight, y'all. And we about to get it booming. He is a guerrilla music soldier. A&R, and many more. So, without further ado, I'll give y'all Koolazz Unk. What's poppin', my guy? Unk, you there?
Yeah, hold on.
Turn your camera on, my guy. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Unk, what's poppin', baby?
What's happening, baby? What's happening?
Welcome to the Podcast with Tigmatic. We here.
Yeah, we here, baby. We here.
Hey, man, that's what's up, man. It's good to see you, bro. So listen, you already know how the show go, man. You know, I like to let my guests give themselves their own formal introduction, rundown, whatever way they want to do it. So the floor is yours, my boy.
All right, what's happening is everybody's favorite Silverback, representing North Carolina and South Carolina, the whole Carolina locked in, 843-910, baby.
Hey, that's what's up. Unk been out here popping, yo. So for those that don't know, tell them what you do.
Well, I'm an artist by trade, you know, that's the first and foremost, but I done picked up other hats along the way. I do a little acting, trying to get my feet wet in that, you know, be the next what's his name? Dang, I forgot his name. Old boy from Sinners, Michael B. Jordan, the next Michael B.
Hey man, that's what's up.
Also trying to get my feet wet in this cinematography, going back to school full sail.
Oh man, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man. Welcome to the pot, man. It's good that you're here. We about to get it moving and booming. And, you know, you already know what the show is about. But for those that don't know, solo cam on me real quick. For those that don't know, this is the show that talks about the struggles artists go through while having to entertain the world or pursuing their career. We share and we talk as inspiration to the youth. And we talk about them hard and dark times. And this is a mental health-based show for the musicians of the world. If you're not liking that, this might not be for you. That's cool. But if you're here, welcome. Because it's a different twist on music. And we here to share. All right. So let's get to it. Oh, man. Let's talk about where you're from a bit, man. Tell the people a bit about where you're from and what it's like. Before we get into these deep questions, you already know how I go. Before we get into all that, let's talk about growing up in your hometown.
I'm from a small little country town, Cheraw, South Carolina. It's probably about 45 minutes to an hour away from Fayetteville. Um, it's one of them old football glory towns, you know, with a football team, everybody come out, they run the town to pretty much, you know. The area I grew up in was called Buzzaroo.
Buzzaroo, North Carolina?
No, Buzzaroo, South Carolina. That was just like
South Carolina? Okay.
It was the little hood area, you know, that every little hood got their own little nickname. So we used to call that Buzzaroo.
Okay.
My granddaddy pretty much owned some of the property in that area. So I grew up on family land, and he was well known as a bootlegger around that time. So it was, you know, I had a little stardom fame to my name before I even started putting fame to my name.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So Koolazz Unk. Let's talk about your name and what it represents. How'd you come up with that name? Break that down a bit.
I was just trying to, when I came back I came out of retirement with this music, I was just trying to reinvent myself. And, you know, whenever you was growing up, especially in the South, you got those family cookouts, and there's always that one uncle that pull up in the Cadillac with the Hawaiian print shirt with the sandals on, and he give all the nephew and nieces $1 or $2, and he was that cool.
Right.
So, you know, everybody want to be bosses and kings of this. I'm just a Koolazz Unk, man.
Hey, man, I could dig it. I could dig it. I respect it, man. I definitely respect it. All right. So let's talk about it a bit. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
You've been dedicated to music for over 2 decades. What's kept you mentally grounded all these years?
It's been the music. It's been able to, I just find a love of being able to just take a beat and just create something. And after I done learned how to actually, you know, engineer it myself. I ain't saying I'm the best engineer in the world, but I can engineer myself. It's just a great feeling to be able to create that and then listen to it. And then when you get other people to listen to it and they like it or whatever, or they tell you, that's just that drive. And I just want to get better and better at it.
Hey, man, that's all we can do with the craft is just continue to work and get better at it. So the music is what kept you grounded.
Right.
Let's talk music a little bit.
All right.
Tell me who's Koolazz Unk top 5 and why?
Ooh, is it top 5 now?
It could be dead or alive.
Oh, okay.
You can mix it up if you want.
Okay. Well, I really, it ain't gonna be that much missing because it ain't too many of these young cats I listen to. But let's see. Definitely in the top 5, it would have to be Andre and Big Boy as a whole.
Okay.
Have to go with Bun B.
Okay, that's 2.
Tupac.
Okay.
Don't hate me for it. I am a big Kevin Gates fan, so I gotta throw Kevin.
Hey, nobody hate you. I rock with Kevin Gates.
Yeah, all right. And then Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay. I thought you was gonna say B Jizzle.
I mean, I like visuals, but you said my top 5.
Yeah.
Like any given time, you're gonna hear one of those 5 playing when I'm riding or when I'm just around the house. You know what I'm saying? Or to get my motivation to jump back into some music.
Yeah, I could dig that, man. Jizzle's definitely one of the ones. I remember at the Go Live event, I actually got you on camera. I know you remember this moment too. I'm about to talk about. BG song was playing, and I was recording you. You rapped the whole BG song, bro.
Oh yeah. Now I listened. I ain't gonna lie. I listened to BG, man. He was out of Hot Boys. He was one of my favorite. Him and Juvie.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yo, Jizzle and Wayne was my 2.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what's up. All right, so let's get into it again. Next question. All right. As an artist and A&R leader, how do you balance chasing a dream with protecting your peace?
Boy, cause it's hard. It's hard, but it be so. I have to distance myself sometimes. I take a break from it. You know, like I used to think if I take a day off, I'm selling myself short or something like that. But you know, with mental health is a big factor, especially being black male in today's society. So I take time off. I make sacrifice of opportunity or whatever, but my sanity come first. So
Right.
that's what I do for peace.
I hear that. Yeah, you know, that's definitely important. You know, you said something that's very important that I want to talk about. When you realize it, you take that step back.
Right.
A lot of people, they just keep going until they burn out. But that can be very exhausting.
Oh yeah, it give you that give up mentality because you feel like
because now you're doing so much that you don't even want to do it no more.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that 1,000%. I agree with that 1,000%. So, what does mental health mean to you personally, coming from places like Cheraw and Fayetteville?
Oh, it's a big factor because see, I'm ex-military too, so I was overseas during the war, so I have to, you know, I have been diagnosed with PTSD, you know, anxiety, and like I say, not only just with music, with everyday life, you have to take accountability and give yourself space from each and everything because an overload ain't good, especially when you're dealing with stuff anyway mentally.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, so how long did you serve in the military?
10 years.
Was it Army or Navy?
Army.
Okay. Okay, what was that experience like for you?
Well, being the fact I was young, it was exciting to me. You know, it gave me an opportunity to lead the South. I got to travel around the world. I met new people, and it's like meeting different people, but it still seemed like you met, like they from the house. You know what I'm saying? So it was, and then I got to learn the amount of stuff that I retained as I was overseas, the cultures, the military itself, the training that I can still. I use them same training tactics to this day.
Oh, that's dope. So definitely it's something that's gonna stick with you for life.
Right.
That's fire within itself, bro. That's definitely fire. So, have you dealt with burnout or depression while still having to show up for others and perform?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about it. What was that like for you?
It put that quit mentality on you. Like you just doing too much. It'd be better off if you just let it all go. I done had to, like you say, step back and you know, and then like especially if there's other people relying on you, then you like you got to show up for them, and it's kind of hard sometimes. But I focus on like by me being in a group, the DaSILVErbAAkz. You know, I got two other artists. Well, one other artist, rest in peace, Spitter. It was times that we had studio sessions that I might have been going through something personally and didn't want to go, or even though I wasn't performing or recording that day, I still, still had to push through. And once you get into it, you know what I'm saying, the camaraderie of my brothers, it pick it up, especially if you got a close-knit family with your music and, you know, y'all talk about things other than just music. You got somebody that can relate to you with it.
Right. Yeah, that definitely goes a long way when you got people that you can relate and, you know, you can talk to in them dark moments because that helps you push. It helps you push through, and it makes it a whole lot easier. You know what I mean? So, what's your support system like now?
Oh, well, I got my brother. Shout out to Crystal Stewart, aka Beast. He in Florida. He making his way back to Fayetteville. I got my wife. Got my brother, my father. My circle been small over lately as I got older because a lot of stuff I don't do no more. The partying and being outside, I done got too old for that. So I can't young bucks like I used to. So it's about that.
Yeah. You know, the Go Live event was a dope event because it was a mixture of older and young. And when you at events like that, the transition is always smooth.
Yeah.
The transition is always smooth. And that was pretty dope, you know, for what it was, because that's what you need, the blend the culture so that nothing stupid go on too, for one. Shout out to CEO Greg for throwing together a fantastic situation, and Lizzie Yayo. They was moving and booming. But yeah, man, it was fire, man.
Yeah, I've been doing Greg for about 2 years now. I had a link with him a year ago and brought him to the city, and we did a little artist networking event.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I only known him for about a few months now. And he was like, look, I need you to come down and be media down here, bruh. I said, all right, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So that was fire, and I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely showed love. You know what I'm saying? You're a real one out here. So shout out to CEO Greg. And for those that don't know, that's Chopper City Greg.
Oh, yeah, Chopper City Greg.
Yeah. All right, so. All right, here's the next question. Being a black man in the South, navigating music and leadership, how do you decompress from the pressure?
That old trusty Xbox. Nah, but I read sometimes too. I get books. Or just family time, or my other love, cooking. I get in the kitchen, I burn something right quick, you know. And
you can cook, huh?
Oh man, what you said, a black man from the South, yes sir.
Yeah, what you be cooking?
Everything, but my I like that old yard bird now. I'll fry some chicken in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's dope. That's definitely dope. All right, let me get you right over here so everybody know who you is. You see it. Banner going down. Y'all see his name. So for those that don't know, thank you for watching. We on deck with Koolazz Unk. We moving and booming. The Pot Podcast. Yeah, moving and booming. All right, so how important is having a solid circle like Silverbacks when it comes to mental strength and support?
It's very, very important, because when it be like I say, it be them times you want to quit or you want to give up, you just want to let it go and move around, and just when that moment hit, here come my brother sending me a beat or something, or sending me some opportunity to jump onto, and vice versa. I hit him up, and it'd be like, man, I've been had a blank. I ain't been nothing. I said, well, let me hear what you got, and then it'd be a whole new vibe. The song going a whole different direction. So yeah, that circle is very important. And the thing about the circle is, if you ain't got to worry about your circle not being solid, if the individual in your circle is solid. So,
that's right.
So it's a personality thing too.
Yeah, you want to be around like-minded individuals, and you want to make sure your circle is tight so that way, you know, not just for music purposes, but just for personality purposes. Just like you said, you know, because some people might not fit your personality, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. And I want people to understand that everybody ain't going to be your cup of tea, and you ain't going to be everybody else's cup of tea.
Exactly. You know, you got your
own.
It
is what it is. It is what it is. But, you know, I agree with you on that 1,000%. So let's talk about Koolazz Unk when he was a young boy. Since you've been rapping for over 2 decades, right?
Right.
This is off the questionnaire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta hit y'all with the ones that ain't on the questionnaire.
Okay.
You know, so people can get to know y'all a little better. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Koolazz Unk as a young boy. What was he like then? And what was your style like then? Because I'm pretty sure when you was rapping, you weren't rapping the way you rapping now. So let's talk about it.
It wasn't even Koolazz Unk then. It was Slick Bobby.
Okay.
And
so let's talk about it.
I was more on the lyricist aspect. I was tongue twisting. I rapped a little faster. You know, I was a hype youngin. You know, I wouldn't sit down in class or none of that. And I couldn't wait to lunch because lunch we have a little cipher circuit every day. It don't matter. We didn't even go eat lunch.
Oh, that's what's up. What age did you start?
Huh?
What age did you start rapping?
When I was 14.
That's a good age.
Yeah, it was 14, and I actually didn't start out rapping. I was the little beat bopper, and I was beat bopping at lunch, and everybody else would rap. And then after a while, I started thinking like, man, I could rap something better than what I just heard today. So I went home and I just started writing. Shout out to Kasim Lee. He was one of the old heads. Like I was a freshman, he was a senior in high school, and I used to work with him at Winn-Dixie with my first job. And
Winn-Dixie, you worked at the Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, I was old.
What was that like?
It was good being 14 with a job. You know, usually, you know, most cats didn't get jobs around my time, like until they was like 18 or out of school. You know, so I just had a little summer job, and so that really motivated me because he was like one of the top lyricists in my city. So it was like going to the JoJo, like going to work. Whenever we were stocking on the aisle, he'd give me like rap quizzes. He'd be done told me to write a 16-bar track and bring it back to work the next day. So he formulated my style. So it was like a growing era in my early years.
Oh, that's what's up. That's definitely dope. It's a good thing that you had that you know, savviness to do that though. You know what I'm saying? And you was working, so you was out here. It's a whole prodigy.
Yeah, and then
so what was your first project?
Then it was DJ K Smooth. He used to live behind a church that we used to go to. So my mom used to have me and my brother choir practice. I used to sneak out of choir practice, go to his house while he was mixing down mixtapes and stuff. So,
so I know you got in trouble for sneaking out.
Yeah, but I kept going.
I hear that. So who was the one that found out that you had that musical talent in your family and pushed you to pursue?
The crazy thing is, my mom and my dad didn't even really know I did music like that. I kept it from them because my parents was tight. You know, they didn't believe in the shortcut. They wanted us to get an education, college, and everything. So, so I really my mother didn't find out to my music till I was about in my 20s.
So she ain't find out until you was in your 20s.
Yeah, she didn't know what she didn't know how serious I was. She just thought it was just something I did with my friends, or y'all just going to go rap. And it wasn't until I had did my first talent show at Benedict College that she knew that I was rapping, but it still wasn't like, it didn't click in until I told her. We had to sit down one day when she was asking me what I wanted to do with my life.
And then you told her like, yeah, Mama, I want to rap.
Yeah.
Mama, I got bars.
That's the thing. I passed on a lot of opportunities because of life situations. You know, I was never one to just, and I kind of fought myself sometimes for that. I was never one to just put it all in the rap and just like, you know, some people, they just, only thing they do is rap until they make it.
Right.
I couldn't do that. If I needed to go get a job and had to put the studio on hold for some months at some time, I did that. I passed up an opportunity. Team Backpack had a rap challenge, and I was one of the 100 finalists that was supposed to go to New York back in 2000 and I want to say 18, 19. But I was, at the same time, I was working with a church for a youth retreat, and I was one of the counselors, and a lot of the counselors at that church didn't come that year. So I passed on the opportunity to work with the youth, you know. So it's it's been ups and downs with me. You know, I put life first before it.
Okay. So let's talk about acting and expression. Acting in Barry Williams, Not to Be Played.
Oh yeah, that was my.
Did that role? Hold on. Let me ask the question
Oh, okay.
before you expound upon it. Did that role bring up any real life emotions or mental realizations for you?
No, because see, that was the thing. It really wasn't a role. They was having they had a poster and they wanted extras to come out. And so when I came out and did my part that they wanted me to fill in, they decided to add a line in there. And I was nervous at first, but then when I did the line and then they decided to have my character in another scene in the movie, you know, it felt good, and then I got that acting bug. So ever since then, I've been, you know, getting headshots and sending my portfolio out to different agencies and trying to find me an agent, talent agent, and everything like that. And I'm also working with Lizzie Yayo in her new movie, Hustler's Code.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So can you tell us a bit about that, or you can't really tell too much about it?
I can't tell you nothing about it.
Shout out to Lizzie Yayo. She was on my show as well, y'all. Go back and watch the episode. It was a dope episode. All right, so do you feel acting gives you an outlet to explore parts of yourself that it doesn't?
Yeah, because you know, when I was growing up and I was doing the music and everything, I thought that was just all the entertainment was, you know. But being interested and focused on acting too, it gives me other ways to release my energies in entertaining. You know, I love to be after doing the movie. I love the whole concept of seeing something from inside of it being made, and then seeing the product of it and watching it just like a regular show. Being able to go to Tubi and put on a movie and see myself in it, you know. So yeah, it's a big hype.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I do a little acting too. You know what I'm saying? I do a little acting too. My first acting feat was in my first music video. I'm gonna play that at the end of the episode tonight. You know, I just wanted to play something throwback of myself from when I was rapping early on after getting shot in the head.
Okay.
Everybody do that look like you got shot in the head. Yeah, I got popped in the top. You know what I'm saying? I lost a piece of my brain the size of a golf ball. You wouldn't have known unless I told you.
Right. I was gonna say you made the best of it.
Yeah, man, I'm here. We moving and booming. All right, so as A&R and director for NC under United Music Mafia, how do you mentor artists to stay mentally focused and emotionally to get ready for the spotlight?
I tell them, you know, first of all, be true to yourself. Don't be quick to just sign your soul off for $1 for a price tag, you know. And
that's the fact.
Always keep your old music, your beginning music on standby, so you can go back and look at where you came from. You know, another thing, learn how to, you know, engineer yourself. Get your little laptop, mic set, interface, a little studio setup, so that way you'll be familiar with recording and laying a track. So when you go in the studio, you ain't just like being told what to do. You know, it's like a teamwork basis with an engineer. Because so a lot of times you might not get the engineer that you want, or engineer, especially if you're doing a feature. You might be working with those you worked with before, and having that little bit of knowledge and knowing how to move around inside the studio, that helps a lot. And
it definitely helps a lot. I agree with you there 1,000%, because I engineer as well. 20 plus years, just like you. I've been doing this in I got to the point where I got tired of recording everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because it was putting myself on the back burner. You feel me?
Yeah.
So there comes a point in life where you got to put your best foot forward and do you. So, you know what I'm saying? It happens. But I agree with you there 1,000%. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Learn how to do engineering for yourself. And it helps you actually pick up another trade.
Yeah. You definitely do.
The better you get at it, you can get paid from what you learn.
Exactly. And
so
even if you don't learn how to engineer or mix down like the top engineers do, you got enough talent to where you ain't even got to go to the studio. You can record your own stems and send them off to the engineer, and they go ahead and make the track down. That gives you a quicker turnaround on tracks that you do.
Turn around super quick.
Right.
That's right. All right. So, when did you realize mental health was something that needed to be talked about, not just dealt with in silence?
Because I've been through episodes where I didn't talk to my chain, and I blew up, you know, and when that blow up happens, it ain't a pretty sight, and I had to stop doing that. And also, you know, people don't realize when you do a whole lot of arguing and just back and forth and always got like an ill attitude, they give you headaches, and that stress can be a killer. You know, you'll be killing your own self with your own mind. So it just, after going and seeing a counselor, you know, talking about my mental health and seeing the release and the peace from it, I'm a big advocate for it. You know, I try to make sure anybody got something going on, if I can do whatever I can do to help, if I can say something or I can lead them into somebody that can help them with their situation, we got to help each other.
I feel you on that. How you feel about therapy?
I tell anybody to go to therapy because it's different. You know, a lot of times when I first started, I didn't want to go because I was like, man, I ain't crazy. I ain't got to sit down and tell somebody my business. But those people that you go talk to are trained. You know, they're trained to listen. They're trained to understand. They're trained to read your psyche and determine whatever they determine from it, to diagnose from it. And it do feel good because see, they're not looking at you like somebody that's close to you, that know your history, and you trying to change your life, and you talking to them. They don't see the change; they see the old. And so this person, they don't know that. They just know what you told. They know what a file say, and so they taking you at mouth's word.
Right, and face value as well from how you act in their presence and what they see in that moment, and they can see certain things about a person. They're able to pick up even something as small as when a person is lying, y'all. So,
Right.
like Koolazz Unk said, there's nothing wrong with therapy because I do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man, it definitely helps, and it helped me with a lot, especially with PTSD as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I come from Philly, so it's a hard city. Like it's a hard city within itself, and it's a lot that go on there. And that was the second time I got hit in life. I got shot twice in life. So you know what I'm saying? Thank God I'm still here. You know what I mean? And I thank him for that every day. I put God first in everything I do. And it is because of him changing me, I'm able to talk about these things because the old me, I couldn't talk about none of it, bro. Right. So
you never know what you saying, what somebody else going through, and they hearing that it will open them up to, you know, share what they sharing and help them out of whatever they going through.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's definitely a fact. All right. So what's the one thing you wish people understood better about the mental health of building a dream, especially in the music game?
That's a good one. I wish folks will understand that you can't force it. a person may seem like they 100% or like they got it all together, and if they got a mental condition, whenever that switch flip and it flip for them, that person may be unrecognizable, but you got to still remember, that person is going through something. And if they can't deal with what's going on with their mind, how can they expect to give it to you for you to help them out? So it's a patience thing.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. And I would say also, when you see that person switch, give them space.
Yeah.
Don't try to interact with them when you see them flipping. Understand that they having a mental moment and give them that space. A lot of people can't read that, and it's because, like you said, people don't know that side of you. They just know what they used to know. So even if it's a different version of you and you change, there might be some things that remain the same. And when they flip, that's when you see that old them. And that might be a bad thing for you. So get them that space they need.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right. So here's the next question. Who is Koolazz Unk without the music and grind? What keeps your inner peace intact?
I'm a son. I'm a father. I'm a husband. You see these reels on social media saying this is my man in the streets and this is my man at the house. I'm a fool at the house. my wife make comments sometimes talking about them people in the streets, see how you be acting at the house. Yeah, I turn from cool ass up to fool ass up.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. All right. So have you ever had to rebuild your identity after a mental breakdown or a major shift in life?
Oh yeah. I've had to do it recently. I had got so caught up with the local fame and trying to aspire to be a local name to the point that I forgot why I got into music. Like when I was growing up and I was watching MTV and watching BET, Tigger in the Basement and stuff, I wanted to do music for the world. I didn't know nothing about being a star in my city, and when I came to Fayetteville, it's a lot of artists here, being the fact that two major artists came from here, the folks here, they strive for that. And I kept hitting a wall, it was like, people didn't like my music, or I felt like people thought I was too old to be doing the music, and so I had to realize who I was and what I was doing my music for. So that's what this rebrand is now, it's me being Koolazz Unk and just enjoying the music and doing what I love to do.
So what do you say to those that say, oh, you're a certain age, hang it up?
Man, I'm glad you said it because, our people is the only ones that give music an age limit. Because you got country stars, they start rapping from when they start till they in their casket, and they get awards and everything like that. So, you can hate on my age. You ain't gotta listen to my music. You can find whatever you want to listen to. I got fans out there. My fans gonna support me. So, and I plan on getting more.
That's a fact. Now I want to piggyback on that. Let me get this solo cam real quick. Listen, I agree 1000% with you, Unk, for this reason in particular. Just like you said, country, R&B, soul, gospel, they can sing until they 79 years old, and nobody ain't got nothing to say. Leave us rappers alone, man. Listen, the talent does not dwindle just because you 40, just because you 50, just because you 60. Listen, if the talent is still there, they should still be able to put that music out without any flack from the people. Because guess what? Music is made to be timeless. There's no age limit on music. So, I say that to say for the people that be saying that, man, y'all better get out of here with that. And listen, music is timeless, and I'm going to keep making music until the day my heart stops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Another thing to add to that too, the thing about it is what you sleeping on is you got a person that's 40 years old that's been doing music since they 14. That's years of music history built up. And not only that, that's knowledge you done gained. So you're smarter now than what you were. So your music gonna have more content to it. You can have more to say because you got years to put into it. You know,
It's a skill set.
right. Everything ain't gotta be about just going to the club and shooting the block up or shaking your ass. You know what I'm saying? You could tell a story now.
And people need to start understanding that. I want y'all to start understanding that it's more to life than that. Like, real right. So I agree with you there. I agree with you there. All right. Do you ever feel like people forget that you're human first and the artist second? And if so, break it down.
Say it again. I didn't hear the first part.
Do you ever feel like, have you ever felt like you're a human first and an artist second? And if so, break that down.
Never, not on that aspect on terms, because now that I'm older with the music and I understand it, I know how to, I cut it off. When I'm home and I'm with my family and I'm doing my family thing, it's my family thing. And when I get ready to go in my other room and do my music, then I cut Koolazz Unk back on. So it's you got to look at it like a job. When you go clock in at work and you got your uniform on, for that job. When you come home, you throw your sweats and your t-shirt on. That's your uniform for the house. So
Right.
you have to cut it off. You can't. I can't see nobody just being that persona 24/7. Everybody need rest.
Yeah. There's some people out here, they characters out here, man. They on all day, every day.
You got to
22 6 for a few chips.
You got to wake up in that persona. You got to go teeth gangster fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think some people need to understand and learn when to turn it off. So, but some people, they just don't. And I get that too, because that's just who they are. Hey, man. So, last and final question. I got two more questions.
All right.
What's the moment in your life you felt like your mental health was truly on the edge?
When I lost my mom.
Okay. Break that down a bit.
When I lost my mom, and see the thing about it, I lost her, and the whole situation when it was kind of messed up because I had just got out of being incarcerated, and when I get out, and see also I had an injury, I had a cast on my leg at the time because I had torn my Achilles, and so traveling at that point, because I was out of state, traveling at that point, being handicapped, wheelchair, and by myself, it was a big deal. And then I barely got to the hospital in time to see my mama before she passed. And then I got into it with the doctors and the nurses there because I felt like they weren't doing what they supposed to do. So they actually kicked me out the hospital, McLeod and Florence, South Carolina, and I'm outside. They was about to kick me off the property and everything, but then my mama passed, and so they let me come back in and see her take a final breath. And it's just me, my father, and my brother. So left, and so that's been a big thing because my mama, she was the glue for all of it. So mentally, I couldn't see it because before I got incarcerated, my mama was doing well, and then to do my time and then get out and then not have a mother no more, it was like F the world almost.
Yeah. Yeah, my condolences on that, man. I lost my mother-in-law, and it was hard. And
right,
my mom's still here, but
I tell you, still got their mama cherish them days because when she gone, boy, that thing it don't feel real, and when it do feel real, you don't want to feel it no more.
I hear that, man. My condolences once again. How do you manage the daily stress of being a leader, performer, and creative all at once?
It's like putting your pants on. You can't put on but one leg at a time. So I don't let it mesh over into the other. If I'm in the studio and I'm recording my track, I only focus on that. When I got to be a producer on the track, then I do that part next. If I got to be an engineer on the track, then I focus on that, because I feel like once you start trying to do everything at once, you don't finish nothing. You got to get one thing out the way, and then you can't be in two places at one time. You know.
That's a fact. What you feel like you like more, recording or producing, and why?
Now that I know as much as I know about engineering, it's like a 50-50 with me, because it's like I go into the picture of when I'm recording my track, I'm like engineering it in my head, you know, and so it's like I write now or I record now with the intentions of, you know, how I'm going to fix it, how I'm going to stage it, what ad-libs going to come in next. Like, so it go hand in hand with me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But I love rapping. That's gonna be my thing. Even if I don't make another track that go viral or put another song out, I still make music to myself. I got songs down in my head and songs I done got here. I ain't even put it on a beat yet or recorded it yet. I should, but that's just like my personal file.
I hear that. So, if it's one thing life has taught you, what is that and why?
Don't give up. Don't give up, and don't let others be a reason for you giving up, because folks is going to tear you down just because they can't do something, and or just because they don't want to see you do better, or because they just simple old school jealousy, you know. So my thing is, don't give up. If you got a dream, don't let nobody tell you can't have that dream. That's your dream. You that's your life. Do with it what you want to do with it.
That's a fact. I agree with you 1,000% on that, bro. Like 1,000%. Like, you know, this was dope to have you on, man.
Yeah, it was dope for me.
You gotta come back on.
Oh, anytime.
And stir in the pot, and we could play one of your videos the next junk you come on.
Okay.
And get it booming. It was definitely dope to have you on today. But I want to say this personally. Dog, you made me feel super comfortable. I didn't get to tell you this on the phone. But when I first got to the event, bro,
right,
that was my first event in years, right? Bro, you and Lizzie, y'all made me super comfortable, bro. Like, y'all made me super comfortable, and that's why I was able to start moving around, getting in the mix like that, because y'all made me feel comfortable, man. I really appreciate that, like, a whole lot, bro.
It's that old school Southern hospitality, man.
Yeah, man, y'all definitely got that Southern hospitality, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, was like, y'all was right in y'all bag and got me right in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I started getting loose and feeling good. Next thing you know, I'm all around the junk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I appreciate that 1,000%, man. I just wanted to thank you for that, man.
Yeah.
And listen.
I had too much of that Paul Masson. I went to wake up to the event was over with.
Yeah, I was drinking on the Long Islands, and the first one was what was the first thing I drank? Douce. The first one was Douce, and then I drank some Long Islands, and it was a wrap after that.
Now that's what I started with. Well, I ain't gonna say I started with, because I started with Paul Masson. That's been my thing since when I was too young to drink. But
yeah,
when I was in the military and finally went out to clubs and stuff like that. That was the drink that I drank. That's my drink. I go to the bar anytime and tell them, hey, make me a Strong Island. That's a double shot of everything.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Hey, man, anything else you want to say to the folks before we tune out of here?
Yeah, just keep your ear to the street. I got some in the kitchen cooking up for y'all. Coming to a new EP coming out. Being produced by DJ Cannon Baniel, Dirt Road Radio DJ, high school classmate of mine. You know, I reached out to him, and we about to put some great things together. A new direction, new brand. Still same old.
That's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. Yeah, man, I'm definitely all for it. You know, when you want to collab, you let me know, because we can definitely make music too. Like you said, we can send stems to each other.
Oh, most definitely. That's my thing.
Boom.
Collab, man. I love to collab because I love to get that energy from wherever I can get it from.
Yeah, I'm all about collabing myself, man. So I'm trying to find this video now before I play it, you know. Trying to find out where it is so that way people can have it, you know. Plus, I wanted you to hear my old sound. I got different sound now, but I adapted with the times. But
yeah, I be going back sometimes, listen to my old track, and be like, that was me.
yeah, for sure. So, folks, I want y'all to be positive out here. I want y'all to take these gems that Koolazz Unk gave y'all today, and I want y'all to cherish him because he dropped some real gems out here for y'all. And listen, that's what it's all about. Sharing, you know, being rooted in positivity, staying focused out here. And that's what it is. You know, as always, it's your boy Tigmatic. And I am about to play some throwback music for y'all.
Way back Wednesday.
This is a way back Wednesday for y'all. Definitely that. So I'm trying to find it now, bro. I know exactly where to get it from. Hold on, give me 1 second. We can talk a bit while I grab it. Let's talk about the current project you got out.
It's gonna be some of that. You know, the summertime coming, so I'm trying to bring some summertime hits, something different. You know, a little old with a little new, trying to mix it up. I also went back in the crates with my old style. I'm blending my old style with my new style. It's gonna still have that silverback growl to it, but you know, I got back into my lyrical bag with it.
So Guerrilla Music. How was Guerrilla Music started? Let's talk about that real quick before we end it out.
Kind of got tired of always trying to find a home with this music, find a label to get on, you know, trying to find that camaraderie. And I was like, you know, since I already got my group DaSILVErbAAkz, you know, we might as well go ahead and do it ourselves. You know, and that's one thing that's always been me about my music career. You know, if I can't find nobody to help me do it, I learn how to do it myself. And so and I just kept it along the same lines with DaSILVErbAAkz, because DaSILVErbAAkz is a meaning in itself, because the world has stereotyped us as wanting to be kings, and they use the lion as a symbol for it. But you know, that's really what's the word I'm looking for? They make it to the point to where they say how lions is the king of the jungle, but what do lions do to become the king of the jungle? They're savages. They kill. As far as, you know, silverback gorilla, they don't eat meat and smaller animals. They eat fruit. And whenever you see a troop, so that's what you call you know how you got a herd of cow. when you got a bunch of gorillas and silverbacks together, they call troops. You know what I'm saying? That's sort of like a soldier mind frame kicking in. You know what I'm saying? These are my troops, and you know it's a little piece of happiness with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my symbolization. So I just kept it the same way with guerrilla music. You know, we in the jungle with it.
Oh man, I think that's dope. That's dope. I'm about to pull it up. I'm gonna play it through here. I'm gonna play it through YouTube. Because I can't find it in my files. It's a lot of files now. I got so many now that it's kind of hard to find everything right away. So okay, let me see. We about to play it right now. Hold on. All right, here we go. I'm gonna mute your mic for a second, and then we're gonna do final shout outs.
All right.
I'm about to do it my my way, I'm about to take this game. Do it. Flip the bill side down, rearrange that beat, send me war right now. Right now. I'm about to make it rain. I'm about to take this thing. Put it back in the face. Walk with me. Who said I never make it? Just when niggas thought that I was done with the music, dropped the Triller CD out to the streets. It's conclusive. Came another rapper out me, was formerly voted to it by the old heads around me. Had every young in influence. But now I play the front, take a ball, see the truest. Take a fight beyond the stars to restart them, he can do it. My attitude is fucking, but they telling me to cool it. A psycho mastermind with the designer, run through it like it's nothing to it, nigga. If I said it, I'ma do it. 100 in the trunk and I'ma move it like a movement. Trying to double up my money like I'm Becky, I'll do it. In the fight of my life on the road to the riches. When you fraud and stay around me, niggas acting like bitches. Switch your hand out, but since you got your hand out, well, I'ma chop it off, my niggas. What I call a handout, period. Lucifer flows, they know we so serious. I'm about to do my way, I'm about to take this game. The upside down, rearrange that beat, sing the war right now. I'm about to make it rain, I'm about to take this thing. Back in the base, some people who laugh and said I never make it. Started with a vision, now I make these niggas follow on a mission to the riches, and you niggas seem shallow. Prepare for anything, we ain't guaranteed tomorrow. Every day could be my life, I'm ballin' like I won a lotto. The step before the sign to be a man, to be my motto. Keep my enemies close when these niggas acting bizarre. When the chips are up they rounds, you're thinking you're well struggle. When they down, they can't be found and they got $1 to borrow. That's why I say fuck them all. Yeah, fuck them all. I'm in the ghost trying to haunt them all. Niggas wanna see me dead, put a hole in my skull. You couldn't keep the G down, I was meant to be a boss. I deserve to go this hard, so every day I floss. Make the niggas hate me living, I'm chilling and steady building on my empire. Dreaming on the day the world will fill us, I'm a thriller. My nigga, I put Billie Jean on it. I'm about to do my way, I'm about to take this game. So look at this, man. The upside down, rearrange it, be shipping more right now. Feel like you sitting next to the stars right now. I'm about to take this game. Back in the face, the people who laugh and who said I never made it. Man, I did it off a pipe rack, slipping, filling baggies in the kitchen. Hit the block, to the sun up, that's the only way to get it. In lanes, all in the lanes, you get flames from the biscuit and money equaling power and respect. Then I get it, I'm a goon, tipping, chopper looking like a small midget. Better chop him down in the instant. If you talking like you about to stop my operation, my block me like the Carter, got the tenants cooperating. Man, I made a deal with Satan on the road to the riches. Will I survive? That be the question I get asked from my missus. I'm like, the cards I'm giving, that's the hand I play. There's no restraint from these demons that we face every day. So now I'm on the block, hustling with a package for pay. And you were too if you live through what I live through in the day. They tell me rule number one is never hustle when you say. Cause if it's killers right away, believe they coming today. And I'm gone. I'm about to do my way, I'm about to take this game. The upside down, rearrange and be singing for right now. I'm about to make it rain, I'm about to take this thing. Put it back in the face, the people who laugh and said I never make it.
All right. Hey, Yo. All right, hold on. We about to get to it real quick. I'm about to pull up Koolazz Unk.
Hey, what's happening?
I'm about to let these people which one of these you want me to play real quick? Can you see the screen?
I don't think I see is me on there.
All right, hold on. Let me get back to it. I think that's because I switched the screen. Which one of these you want me to play? I pulled up your...
Scroll back down again. Go down. You can play that
Play Unk.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's the one I'm getting ready to shoot that video for probably next month.
All right, here y'all hear it. Here first. The Pot Podcast exclusive. Unk.
She begging for attention and I know just what she needs. Keep it cool from my head down to my feet. I'm a silverback, baby, shit like a banana sweet. Welcome to the jungle, you in for a treat. She begging for attention and I know just what she needs. Keep it cool from my head down to my feet. I'm a silverback, baby, shit like a banana sweet. Welcome to the jungle, you in for a treat. Right out the gate, I'ma let you know this grown man business, not no old man pimp. I'm certified to be in this kitchen. KFC, I'm finger licking, been known to knock socks off. She wanna be in the major, you boys be softball. Silverback, baby, and we be a different breed. Package complete, you can keep the receipt. Satisfaction guaranteed. I be that mill and told her to put that ass to sleep. Call me NyQuil, I help you get your Z. You ain't never had a gorilla. Put it deep in your liver, giving your body shiver. Lips be biting the pillar, then you start fighting the nigga, trying to get away like a sci-fi thriller. Say hi to the killer. Once I get started, I go stupid, dumb, retarded. It's silverback, black-hearted. I'm a sucker for them arches, breaking back, leaving legs weak. I do whatever you tell me. I'm on another level, you could never compare me. Call me the maintenance man. I'm here for repairing. We for smoke, got us move on cloudy living. Revving your ignition, not no R. Kelly. After 12 days, this gorilla still ready. She begging for attention and I know just what she needs. Keep it cool from my head down to my feet. I'm a silverback, baby, shit like a banana sweet. Welcome to the jungle, you in for a treat. She begging for attention and I know just what she needs. Keep it cool from my head down to my feet. I'm a silverback, baby, shit like a banana sweet. Welcome to the jungle, you in for a treat. I'm old school with it, slow motion, love making loud moans, back scratching by the shape. What you see is what you get. With me, it's no faking. You plus me is part of the equation. Your desire become vacant. Leave statements. After one night, you put my studio in your basement. Catch and finish turns into catching cases. Put that nugget on probation. Have you lost like your keys when you misplaced them? Koolazz Unk, you could never replace him. Between the shit like the eyes, the brother. Look in your eyes, surprise a brother. Love it when we rub our thighs together. Wake up to the sunrise together. She begging for attention and I know just what she needs. Keep it cool from my head down to my feet. I'm a silverback, baby, shit like a banana sweet. Welcome to the jungle, you in for a treat. She begging for attention and I know just what she needs. Keep it cool from my head down to my feet. I'm a silverback, baby, shit like a banana sweet. Welcome to the jungle, you in for a treat.
Koolazz Unk, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all hear it?
Hey, that track you did pretty dope too now, my boy.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. That's called My Lane. That's one of my old joints. You know what I'm saying? My man Chain Money did the video. That was my first video.
I like it. I fucks with it.
Yeah, I got some new joints about to drop. You know what I'm saying? I got the Fraud and joint that Foolish produced. And I'm about to shoot the video. Well, I shot the video. I just got the editing got to get finished.
Okay.
Yeah, I shot the video already though. Yeah, we did it. We shot that joint in TTs and yeah, it was pretty dope. I just need to do like a few more things and then that joint will be popping. So man, once again, thank you for coming on, good brother. Give your shout outs to your folks or anything else that you want to do before we head out.
I want to give a shout out to, first and foremost, 843 and the 910, Raw Town to the Ville. I rep them both. Shout out to my brother Beast. You know, we go in there. Shout out to one of my engineers, Tony Hawks. I just networked with him over the last couple months, and it's been a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful relationship. Shout out to Show Shot, another artist I've been collabing with. Bama 100, another artist. 3 Major is featured on my new single Swaggerlicious, video done by Monte Harris. Shout out to him and Tay-Form TV. Shout out to UMM, Suge Diddy, DJ Candy Band, Greg CEO, Wizzy Bands, B. Dot, and King Hugh. If I forgot about you, it wasn't the intention.
Hey, Bama 100, he got to come back on the show too.
Oh, that's
I wrestle with Bama. I actually was just talking to Bama like 2 days ago. So yeah, man.
A little funny.
I think we all should just hop on something real quick. All 3 of us.
A little funny story. So when I was in the military, I was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas. It was a little studio out there called In the Cuts, and I was paying to go out there. And I bumped into him there. And so, you know, I got a CD and I had been networking with him, but got deployed and everything, and things come by. Fast forward 20 years later, I'm in Fayetteville and looking on social media, making friends of artists and stuff, and Bama pop up. And I go message him. I'm like, bro, was you in Killeen, Texas? He was like, yeah. I'm like, man, it's a small world. So, so yeah, we got some things in the work too, you know. So
yeah. Yeah, that's my guy too, man. I literally was talking to him on the phone. I texted him on a text and was telling him, you know, the Roku, you know what I'm saying? We booming on Roku on Fridays, y'all. Check the show out. You know what I mean? The numbers is up there on the Roku, y'all. Stacking. Teddy T. Shout out to Teddy T. Shout out to CEO Greg. Shout out to Lizzie Yayo. Shout out to Smiley. That's my guy. Shout out to Baby and James. Shout out to Koolazz Unk. Shout out to Bama 100. Shout out to my folks out here. Everybody that's been tuning in. Puerto Rico, Bangladesh, Tokyo, Congo, Chile, everywhere, all around the world. You know what I'm saying? It's too many to talk about. If I'll be here forever if I do that. But thank y'all for watching once again. We went over the time today because I wanted to do a little something different than usual. And I do have a 2-hour time slot. Hollywood TV, Hollywood Music. Shout out to y'all. Dollar Radio. Shout out to y'all. Folks, once again, it's been another rendition. Stay on. Don't hang up. I'm about to end the show, but stay on. It's been another rendition of the Podcast with Tigmatic. Once again, it's your boy. Stay positive. Be the light in somebody's life. And put God first, always. Peace.
We coming in from the door, man, on folks them. Y'all already know, cuz. Yeah.